What is up, you guys? Welcome to today's video. Actually, it's kind of dark already and I'm just getting it started. I've been trying to make this video for the last couple days. I've just had a couple things everywhere, but we're on schedule, kinda, sorta. Not exactly, but we'll make it work. Where we last left off, if you remember, we were building it through and we were past the tight spot. Got myself a new little table there, which should help a little bit on the welding process. And as you can see, I actually already laid out the whole exhaust with the cuts and everything. Obviously these have some open spots that whenever I lift it up, it'll close it back into place so that I can properly weld it, because it actually did open up a little bit as I took off the exhaust from the car. But it's not a big deal. We basically know where it goes, so all I got to do is put it into place, tack weld it, and then properly weld the whole thing. Also, guys, before we get too carried away, I also wanted to say thank you guys for those of you that are watching constantly. I didn't realize how many were actually returning viewers, and that is a good thing. Just let me know if there's something you want to see that I'm not showing. Hopefully you can see the change in quality if you've been watching them for a couple days or a couple weeks. Just trying to make things as easy to watch, as entertaining, and less cringy, so if I ever go back and watch it in the future, it is a little bit better. So yeah, let's start to try and weld this together. As of now, this whole pipe here is all one piece. Somewhere along the line in here midway, I believe it's on the other side, we put a little mark so that we're gonna cut it here, put a flange, and then after that flange we'll be able to disconnect it for easier assembly or disassembly in the future. Okay guys, so we are completely finished with the passenger side of the welding process up to the transmission. From the transmission, we still get across the drive shaft, through the diff, out the back end. The problem with that, I can't exactly show you the welds. I'll show you a far away angle of it. You can kind of see it's a bunch of stuff that's no good. So I won't show you that yet. I'll show it to you once I get better. We'll do that so I don't get roasted yet. But I had to go from TIG welding to flux welding. Basically, I have no good rhythm. Let's bolt this thing back up here and see how she fits. So this is the passenger side, depending what you're looking at on TV or on your phone. This is the passenger side, this is the driver's side. We have routed it all the way through, and now we are on this side here. What we're gonna end up doing is starting some pie cuts so we can bring her this way, and so they can both meet right around here. Ow! Once they meet somewhere right around here, we're gonna put them both together and throw them back. So usually a lot of these guys will pull out a fancy machine. It's not gonna stay like that, but you know, just a regular razor blade will do. Just scrape it out of the side there, and yeah, just be careful. But if it helps, set it on the side of something here, and that way you can crank away without having to worry about cutting yourself. Just take it nice and slow, work it, and yeah, just get all those little excess pieces off. So this is the part where we just kind of fit whichever one. Once you clean them up, you fit them here and figure out the curve you want to go. Ideally, we wanted to go through here, so you kind of got to start fishing at it and figuring out how many of these and at what angle. So this is kind of a trick here, but ideally we want it to stay as far up inside there as possible. So instead of just coming straight to the side, we're gonna kind of bring it up a little bit before then. And I think right about there, we're gonna tack weld it. And then once we have it tack welded, we'll start to fish it out this way. Now we're gonna fish it through. We're gonna figure out if we throw a straight pipe on here, which way it goes. Since we have a very limited amount of space here, we want it to go right in between. We're gonna need about, what's that? At least 46 inches. Well, it says 45. We'll do 46 just in case. It's dirty, haven't even cleaned it. I mean, it's not the best welds you've seen in your life, but I promise you, nothing will get out of there. It's flux, so it's dirty, it's not as clean, but we can clean it up, make it look just as good, and it'll hold just as good. It's just not the pretty welds you see online. Sorry, guys. They're about where I wanted them. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to cut these off at around the same spot, put them level, and go back. So I'm gonna mark it with a marker and then cut. A lot of installing and uninstalling over and over again. That's the name of the game. Funny thing is, this is the first exhaust I build, and I mean, yes, it's coming out horrible, but there's so many things I'm learning on the way. And the battery died. Whoa. Talk about a messy... Wait, hold up. Okay, so whenever we are to assemble this, instead of having this straight out like that, because it still doesn't enough, we're going to cut an angle into this one so that it's similar to this. And that's about where we need to shoot it. Here's a small piece just for reference. Once we put this one, it will basically aim it exactly where we need it to. So apparently I did not spend enough money on a tripod, but yeah, that just broke. So moving on. What we have so far, you guys know about that. Then we did the little elbow thing. Currently, of course, we are holding it on with zip ties until we make a nice little hook or strap for it. And you can see they don't exactly turn at the same time. I don't really care about that. As long as the actual function of it is good, then we are fine. This one is being held by our transmission jack here, but as you can see, they both come out. This one, I'm going to make it where it comes out farther this way, back this way a little bit, and then after that, we're pretty much there. I think you're recording, right?
Yes, red dot.
Red dot, okay. They know this story. This is the other video. We started out today from here, welded on this little curve, shot it straight back both ways. This one, we just added onto it because thankfully, this is a one-shot thing, so we don't have to worry about unbolting a secondary screw and a secondary way for it to have an exhaust leak. So that is a straight back shot, so there should be no exhaust leaks unless my welds are crap, which could be. And so now that they're all the way back here, they're actually already really stiff, which is a good thing. You don't want them to be loose. So since they're already decently stiff, we're just going to put a couple nice little hangers around here from the old exhaust. So we have these little OEM bushings. We just got to figure out how to do this. Essentially this will go here, and then I just weld a little L shape. That's a perfect location for that one, huh?
Let me see.
Look at that. It could not be any better.
It looks perfect.
And you just go up, give it a nice L bracket there, and she's home. Are you recording me?
No.
You're ready to hear this?
Let's see this. Let us see you turn this bad boy on.
Well, hopefully remember from the previous video. I will insert here. Now let us start.
Lettuce.
It may sound like crap. Who knows?
This is the first listen.
Start.
This is the first time it starts in a few weeks. What was that, sir?
Is it louder out there?
It sounds louder.
Really? That sounds nasty. Let them hear it. Go back there.
Your neighbors hate you.
Was it that loud?
It's pretty loud.
Really? It didn't sound loud in here, which is good. Because remember last time it was like loud all the time?
Well, it's loud either way.
But I think it's a lot louder than I think it is, because in there it's not.
Because it's not in front of you.
It's not in your ears anymore.
It's behind you.
Yeah, that's so much more doable. That is so much more doable. That is a success. That is a success, guys. The exhaust work is done for tonight. It is, what time is it, Adrian? About 1 a.m.?
Basically 1 a.m., yes.
1 a.m. So, I mean, we did as much as we could with the time we had currently. The exhaust is put on. We didn't show you the last little bits because, I mean, it's literally just a hanger. So, it's like not really a big deal. Plus, we still need to do the exhaust tips. The exhaust tips have not been done yet. Let me show them. So, I told you guys, it just went to there. And those are the two tips. Tomorrow we will be going from there to these exits. I will be taking it to somebody who has a little more experience in the exhaust industry than me, so that I can get these nicely done. Basically from the engine to here, it's not as critical because it doesn't look good. But then once it gets to these exits, I'd rather it be decent. Anything you want to say, Adrian?
It's a little cold outside.
It is.
Spider-Man's home.
Spider-Man? He is home. Alright, you guys. Thank you guys for watching the video. Adrian, thank you for your help.
Yes.
If you guys like seeing him in the videos,
No.
maybe he can be the star of the show. Anyways, whenever he's here, I talk too much. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for subscribing. Hopefully tomorrow I will record some more stuff for you. And yeah, see you guys in the next one.